Today we'll be talking about the three men that gave Tekashi a case of the beats and what charges they're facing. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, help the algorithm out. I'm Rugburn.
And I'm Pickled Landon.
And this is TombStone Tourist. So we'll be talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, a rather infamous figure. We over here at TombStone Tourist do enjoy the infamous people. They make for more interesting and spicy kind of stories. He's at LA Fitness, the average gym goer's gym. I don't have a problem with LA Fitness, but I feel like at Tekashi's level, you don't necessarily want to be going to an LA Fitness. You'd rather maybe a private gym or
like a personal trainer or something.
Something like that. I would just build a gym in my garage if I was Tekashi. Nonetheless, it is what it is. He's there. He's Montclaired up, fancy $1,000-something jacket. He's got the Balenci's on. He's looking fresh, got the colorful braids, the receding hairline, he's just fresh to death. He's done hitting the Stairmaster. He decides he's going to go hit the sauna. Well, it's when he hits the sauna that these three Mexican gorilla-looking motherfuckers decide, I'm going to go beat the Skittles out of this man. So they decide they're going to go ahead, beat the Sonic rings up out of him, and they're just pummeling him, right? He's doing an okay job defending himself. He's protecting his face. You guys could look up the video. We're not going to put the video just because it's violent and YouTube is YouTube. So they've successfully delivered the beats. They decide they're going to take the Balenci's, they're going to take an iPhone, they're going to take a Lambo key fob, which is a few $1,000s to replace, and they leave. There's footage of them leaving, but we don't want TMZ to throw a fit over it, so they walk out with all those things, and a bloody Tekashi walks out of the sauna or locker room area type thing. Jim kind of collects statements, makes sure he's good, takes him to a back private room, and the police are called. These geniuses decided they were going to record the whole whooping. So now the police come for them. What are these geniuses charged with?
So for Octavius Medina, who's 23 years old, he was charged with robbery with no firearm or weapon, and the current bond that he's being held on for is $20,000. He was also charged with battery, touch, or strike, and the bond that he's being held on is $2,000. For Anthony Maldonado, who's 25 years old, he was charged with robbery with no firearm or weapon, and his bond is set to $20,000. He is also charged with battery, touch, or strike, and that bond was as well set to $2,000. Rafael Medina Jr., who's 43 years old, he was charged with robbery, no firearm or weapon. Now, his bond was set to $50,000. He was also charged with battery, touch, or strike and received the same $2,000 bond that the other two got. Rafael seems to be the ringleader. He's older. He shares a last name with one of the other two, Octavius. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, they look very similar. I think they might be father and son, father or, nephew, uncle, something like that.
He did kind of seem to be the one giving him the main case of the beats. The other guys were throwing a foot and putting feet and hands on him a little bit, but Junior was really the one who was putting the hurt on old poor 6ix9ine. So, he did that. And I think one of the dumb things about this situation, just my opinion, is these guys aren't Treyway gang members. I think that this was strictly a clout move to get more hype, to get their little 50,000 views on Twitter, whatever they did. And that's really it. I don't think that this was a revenge in any kind of way. I don't think it was about street justice. None of their people got locked up. Now, I could be totally wrong. Maybe they're just thugging it out so hard that they're like, we must deliver. We are the hood Batman.
Let's say you're right. Let's say you're right and they are just acting out to get clout. One of the charges that they've been charged with, the robbery without weapons or strong arm robbery, carries up to a 15-year prison sentence. Is that worth 50,000 views? 15
For
years
an idiot.
The simple battery is one thing, but strong arm robbery, 15 years of your life, $10,000.
Stupid.
Now you're going to go sit in prison with a bunch of sweaty dudes, no females.
I mean, I hate the dude and he's a snitch, but he handled that pretty decent. He got beat up. Each one of them seemed to be about twice his size. So it's realistically like he fought 6 men.
He handled it well. The charges, I believe, aren't worth the tiny bit of clout they got. They're going to be forgotten about within a couple weeks when everyone like us stops covering this situation. And, 6ix9ine's still going to be rich and he's going to heal from the bruises and the beating. And he's still got the last ha-ha, in my opinion. Any closing statements on this one?
Don't wear expensive shit to the gym.
On that note, if you want to wear a Montclair to the gym, wear that Montclair. Wear those Balenci's. It's all good. You could look fresh to death if you want to. If you enjoyed this video, click another video of us, support us, like, subscribe. I'm Rugburn.
And I'm Pickled Landon.
And this is TombStone Tourist.